Thank you.
Thanks,
appreciate that,
Seanad.
Senator.
Minister, you're with us here in the House today, and you can see how much this affects every single person who's making a contribution here today, both men and women, you know, partners. It's such an important topic, and I'm sure you're taking it very much to heart. I want to thank Senator Sherlock for her contribution, for her openness. It's going to support so many. I think it's very brave. To Senator Batchik for the opportunity to speak on this. To all the excellent contributions, and yes, Senator Higgins, you're absolutely right, there is a culture of silence, and we know why, because women's health sometimes hasn't been to the forefront as it should be. I suppose I want to speak to all the young women that are listening to us right now, and to say that we want a more open and fair Ireland, and that we're going to do that with each piece of legislation that we pass here. They make no doubt about that. We want changes to support women, and we want equality, and that's access to health and access to leave and access to equality in the workplace, all of those things, and it is coming. We're not there yet, but it is coming, and we will get there. We want equality, full stop. I want to acknowledge the teachers, the Irish National Teachers Organisation. I know that started this motion. Siobhan Linsky from the INTO branch, the Tuam branch actually in County Galway, brought this forward. And to all the men and women that have contacted me and emailed, I think all of us here, in relation to this topic and support for women for reproductive leave. To have a miscarriage or to go through this tough process for IVF can be such a traumatic experience for women and their partners, and there's such a period of mourning and loss. I suppose there are such challenges with infertility and also with IVF success rates, and it is just so tough. It is so tough. And the government has a commitment in the programme for government. I know this for a model of care for infertility. I know that the government is committing funding. With all the impacts of COVID and the lockdown, there are delays. But we do have 4 regional, I think, fertility hubs, with another 2 that have been rolled out. I really want to ask that we see movement on that as quickly as possible. For the INTO, I know in their press release, they noted that 1/3 of their members are under the age of 35 and that over 85% are female. So it's no wonder that they brought this forward and that they're the first group to do this, but it impacts on so many in all walks of life. As someone who was a substitute teacher at second level, I do understand how teachers are very limited in their time off and how they try and plan and schedule everything around these limited time that they have. And that's not right, and it's not good enough. It's just not good enough. I suppose as a woman, as a member of Fine Gael, as a member of all of our government colleagues here, we very much support leave and support women in this motion, I suppose, in terms of support for the reproductive health needs and in terms of leave for miscarriages. I support the well-being of women, and I very much see that in New Zealand they've led the way with the 3 days. I know that I will just finish up on just the last 2 points. I mean, I spoke as well just in relation to taboo subjects on the subject of menopause last week, and how it's important that we support public awareness measures, particularly in Sauncha Care healthy communities, that we are improving access to healthcare measures and supports and getting away from this taboo of silence and stigma. And that's all about opening it up and talking and being able to talk to our GPs. It's shocking to think that women can't speak to their GPs about this. And of course, in their workplaces and the silence, it's just, anyway, it's frustrating. I suppose just to say that I know that the Minister for Children, Equality, Disability, Integration and Youth will be looking at this and reviewing and sort of engaging with stakeholders to commission research, and just that I very much support our colleagues in doing that.